Hello, everyone. Hello, blissful business people. This is Barbara Bottolotti with Blissful Business Mentorship, and I recorded a video about organization and some ways that you can use either technology or different systems to keep yourself with your list, with your mind dump, with your brain dump, having organization on all the different things you have to do in your business, which can be overwhelming, right? But if you have an organized system, and even though it's like building a muscle, it might take a little bit to get in the flow of it all. In the long run, it will make you so much more efficient and therefore effective. And it'll help you to not feel so overwhelmed, to feel more like, what am I doing today that needs to get done? What things maybe aren't a priority that I thought were a priority, but they keep getting pushed down the list. So I know that maybe they're not as important as I thought that they were. Also to help you to prioritize in what things are profitable and what things are marketing for the long-term profitability. So it's just important to be organized and have a system. Now, one of the things I want to share with you right off the bat, the first thing is that you want to set up everything the night before or when you're done with your day in your office, so that the next day you know exactly what you're going to be doing and you can hit the ground running, and you'll just feel more on top of it if you plan the night before. So I'm going to show you some systems that I've used. This is from, gosh, I don't know, I did a business coaching program probably 15 some years ago. And initially, I'm not proficient with Excel, so initially it was really challenging for me. And there weren't a lot of other systems around. There was the Franklin Planner, and I had used that for years, but a lot of it was still pencil and paper and erasing and all of that. And now there's a lot of other systems too, like there's Trello, there's Monday.com. So there's other electronic systems and apps that you can use. But I want to show you this one through Excel because it has really worked for me over these past 10, 15 years that I've been using it. And so let me show you. I'm going to do a screen share right off the bat here. And what this is, let's just look at actually June. So this shows you my mind dump. And what I do is I put things in the type of work that it needs me to do. So whether it's the BBM, which is the Blissful Business Mentorship, or maybe it's just my business, like accounting or doing my bookkeeping, things like that. It could be Journey Dance, which I teach once a month in Seattle, which is an amazing workshop class to free your soul and move your feet and your body. Then there's LB, which is my Live Blissful. Now that's just because I still have my life coaching business. I don't use it very much. I don't do it very much. I do mostly the business mentoring, but I still have a few things in here. And then also some things cross-reference, like Journey Dance, and also provides that experience for my life coaching clients, as well as my business coaching clients, as well as just friends in general too. And then things like this P, that means personal. So I'm doing some things on my personal goals. I'm putting my dream board together. There was just a full moon, so I was doing some things around that. Then there's the Biz Acceleration. So that is my 5-month program. It's a small group. So I put that as a type or in my category here. Then there's priority. And I prioritize, and you can see through this, I prioritize today, this week, next week, and this month, or sometime within this month. You could also make the 0 this week, number 1 being within 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. So however you want to prioritize, that will give you the order in which things need to get done based on priority. Things to do, the actual work that needs to be done. And then I put in also method so that I can really bundle, if I wanted to sort this method and do all my phone calls or all the physical things that I do, whether it's creating a workshop or meeting with a client, those are physical methods of which I work. But you'll see, probably like you, there's a lot under computer. So sometimes that helps me be really efficient when I'm at my computer to kind of knock off and chip away at those items that are at the top of the priority while I'm sitting in front of my computer. And then sometimes with these other things that are more throughout the month, the week, the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and so on, sometimes I'll put a day down so that I know kind of where I want to focus that. So if I'm doing something for the Biz Acceleration, I might have a couple different things that I'm doing for that. And I can map out, like, I want to do those in the next 3 days consecutively so that I can be in the mindset and in the groove of being able to be really productive, because my mind is focused on Biz Acceleration and it's not all over the place with doing my bookkeeping and figuring out my playlist for Journey Dance and so on. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, so this is kind of the one that I did for June, and I just thought I'll show you all that kind of so you can get an idea of some different things that I put in. And again, I have them in categories. So then what you do is I print this off, and when I print it off, it allows me then to kind of checklist things, add notes, more things come up that needs to be done. And again, I will screen share an example of what that looks like. So what I did here was I just went ahead and took this list and I scanned it for you all so that you can see. So I've even actually started to cross off some things on this list, as well as maybe made some notes for some different things. I was trying to do that. So this is kind of like the working list, and that I keep on my desk, or sometimes I'll bring it with me so I can keep track of that. And then taking that list, I'll go into something like this, where now I pull up, usually I do this every couple of weeks, sometimes every week, depends on what's happening that week. Not more than 2 weeks though, because there's too many things that need to get scratched off and also adjusted. So then I just go into each one of these categories and I make the adjustment. So last month, I only had, pull up my June. Did I close it? I don't think I did. Anyway, last month I just had post in IG, Instagram. But this month I went ahead and I changed it to posting in all of these, LinkedIn, Facebook, and so on. Then this one, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, oh no, I've already accomplished that. I've already done that for last week. But now I'm starting to put together the things for the Mo Money Challenge, of which I need to actually be setting out what I want to talk about each one of those days. So I might say something like, prep Mo Money Challenge each day or something. So you can kind of write what you need to do. And you know what? I could sit in front of my computer, but I feel like that's a more creative thing. And so I'm going to make it physical. And then that way I can go to a different room, or maybe I go outside or something. And I might bring my laptop with me, but for the most part, I'll probably make it where I write and kind of think about, okay, I know that this day I'm going to be talking about this, and is there a story I could relate to? And so I just go into that creative space. And then let's just see, like, okay, yeah, I still do need to edit Carrie's video, but you know what? It doesn't need to happen today. In fact, it's probably not going to happen today, or this week. So maybe I'll put that as a 2. It's not as prioritized as I thought it was when I did this in June. Week 12 of yeah, I definitely want to do that, but now let's make that a 1. Here, nope, I did that already, but now I have the eWomen's Network profile that I want to go ahead and fill out. That I definitely need to do on a computer. It is business. Let's put that as a 1. And so I just kind of go through. Agreement with Debbie is all done, so I can just delete that, right? So there's going to be these kinds of things. Oh, promote, I didn't do that. But now Journey Dance is actually August 11th, which is a Sunday. So I hope you guys can make it. It's from 4 to 6. It's incredible, but of course you might be listening to this later. So I brought that there, but I don't need to promote that until maybe when we get into August, because right now people are still in the headspace of July. So I'm going to make that as a 2, and so on. So you get the idea. Once you get all done cleaning this up, adding the things that were on the other page that was your kind of your scratch off page. Oh, maybe I deleted that or turned it off. Then what you're going to do is you're going to just go ahead and you're going to highlight all of these cells in Excel. And once you do that, you're going to go to this box right here where it says sort and filter. So I'm going to custom sort, and you can write down whatever you want this to be. So it takes these boxes right here, whatever you've identified those as, and it will categorize your sort in those. So once again, I need to highlight all the boxes so it knows what it's going to sort. If you don't have to sort all of them, you don't have to. And once you go to sort and custom sort and you lay this out, you can also move them. So right now I have them first priority, then type, then method. You might say, you know what? I want method to be my first priority. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to create that as your first priority. Maybe. And you're going to, I think you can just move it. Yeah. So you just move it to where you want it to be. And then maybe it's priority, and then maybe it's by the type. Remember, the type is how you, what, you know, if it's journey dance or business or whatever it is, personal, whatever the type of activity that you need to be doing, what's it for? You can call that something else too. Then you're going to click OK. And then you saw that really quickly. It quickly moved it. So then what it did, it didn't prioritize based on the type. It didn't prioritize even by, it actually made priority second. Method was first. Let's go in and just do again a custom sort. And let's make priority the first. And then we're going to sort, then we're going to sort by the method. And then we're going to sort by what type it is. So it really won't matter then if it's with the business or with personal or anything like that. It's going to first take what did I put down as zeros, ones, twos, threes, and then what did I put down as far as computer, phone, physical, and I'm going to hit OK. And it switched it out. So I don't know if you saw that, but it didn't really matter what the type is. They're all different. But it did prioritize and say, okay, all of these things have to be done today or this week. And then it didn't, again, matter too much about the method in which I would be doing those activities. It's going to go ahead and first put them into priority, then the type. You can see the order, actually method, and then the type was the last thing. You can play with that. And I know it sounds like it's been like, oh my gosh, I probably lost you at method, type, whatever. But it, again, it will make your life so much better. So whether you do, you know, the paper one that we did a couple videos ago, or you do this one, they're really, really going to help you be efficient. And so I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you need some guidance with this a little bit further. Happy to walk you through it or just brainstorm with you and see if maybe there's a different system. The one thing I know about systems is you still have to tweak them and make them your own, one way or the other. So it was great to share this with you. I hope it was helpful. Barbara Bartolotti, Blissful Business Mentorship. Jump over to the Facebook page too, Blissful Business Coach. There's all kinds of, I'm doing a Mo Money challenge. There's all kinds of good tips and information, great community too. Would love to see you there. All right, thanks so much. Have a good day.